Hi, welcome to Career Talk with Aditya, and in today's video, we are going to talk about how to build a profile for an MBA or a B School application. Let's talk. Now, the profile building process actually differs as per your stream or specialization. So we have divided this series into two parts. Today, the first video will be for non-engineers or mainly for the students from commerce stream. And the second video will be specially for engineers or mainly for the students from science stream. And before ending the video, I will also address some points that will be relevant to other students. Others mainly including doctors, architects or students from hospitality or any other sector who are planning their MBA. Now for this video, let's start with the non-engineering stream. Now let's break down our profile into four parts. The first one being academics, second one is extracurricular, third one is professional courses or certificates, and the last one being work experience. Now please note, the work experience part is just not for working professionals. Even students can gain some work experience via different initiatives. I will share some points regarding that as well. Now to start with academics, it is very important to excel at milestone exams. In India, we mainly have 3 milestone exams which you have to excel. To start with, the first one is 10th standard or secondary school examination. The second one is 12th standard or higher secondary examination. And lastly, your graduation exams. Now it is highly recommended that you score above 80% in all these 3 exams. It will help you show consistency in your academic performance, and also it will help you fetch a better composite score, which is the basis for selection by many B schools in India. Now talking about continuing education, now it is highly recommended for students who have pursued BCom or BBA or any other graduation with a tenure of 3 years that they continue to pursue 2 more years of education. It could be MCom or any other master's degree. Now this is mainly because some B schools in India and many B schools outside India require a qualification of 16 years of formal education, which includes at least 4 years of graduation. Now some of the notable B schools in India which have this requirement: IIT Bombay or SJSOM, Sailesh J Mehta School of Management, where you need to have at least 4 years of graduation to be eligible for their MBA course. Another course which has this requirement is PGDBA, which is jointly offered by IIT Kharagpur, IIM Calcutta and ISI, which is Indian Statistical Institute. This is one of the unique courses offered out there, but you need to have at least 16 years of education to be eligible for this course. In addition to all this, if you have a master's degree, you're also eligible for many government jobs, which might be your choice after few years when you explore more career options. However, majority of good B schools in India, such as the IIM franchise or other good notable B schools, actually accept education which is 15 years. This includes 3 years of graduation. So if you're someone who has decided and targeting specifically for these B schools, then you may not go for a master's degree. Now a special note for those who were not able to maintain their academic consistency. Let's say if you have messed up in any one of the milestone exams, which is 10th, 12th or graduation, to some extent it is okay. You can always score high in your CAT exams and make the cut to the interview round. However, if you have messed up in 2 or more exams, then your chances get a bit slimmer, but the race is never over. You can always excel at your CAT exam. Given that you cannot go back in time and change your academic scores, you can always show your aptitude and your worth in the entrance exam and make it to the final list. So this is it about the academics part. Now let's go on to the extracurricular. Now talking about extracurricular, there's a big list of activities which you can pursue during your graduation period. However, for purpose of this video, I am going to highlight top 5 activities which you can pursue during your graduation. So number 1 on the list is research paper and publication. Now talking about research paper, you can have a solo or a team working on any emerging topic or any classically debated topic. In your research paper, you have to collect primary data as well as secondary data, and along with conclusions, you can present this research paper on multiple forums. Depending on the feedback and appreciation you get, you can always go ahead and get your paper published. The second activity on our list is case study or business plan competitions. Now, any activity that showcases your skill for critical thinking or developing a business acumen is always appreciated by any B school. Winning such a competition will always give you an edge and will be very beneficial during your second round, which is interview round. Now, the third item on our list is projects. Now, most of the colleges ask their student to do a project in their final year for internal submissions. But who is stopping you from doing multiple projects? You can always learn and apply your learning outcomes in a project. As an additional project, you can always develop a financial model. You can also make an equity research report with a buy, hold or sell call for a stock. Or you can always be creative and come up with your own project and share this project with industry experts. Get their feedback on the same. It will help you understand the real life applications of the theory that you learned during your graduation. Now, the next item on your list is leadership experience. At a very young age, I've seen multiple individuals starting their own startups, initiatives, or even organization with social initiatives. Having gone through the experience of starting an initiative on your own or having experience of managing people around you can be a game-changing element in your profile. And the last or the fifth item on our list is developing hobbies. Now, management professionals are multitaskers. So candidates who can manage their academics well and also develop a hobby can be an example of a perfect candidate. Now, this could be as simple as learning how to play a guitar and joining a musical band, or it could be as simple as learning how to play chess and then participating in open tournaments. Now, coming down to third segment of our video, which is professional courses and certificates. Now, Commerce stream is famous for a plethora of certificate and courses available out there. These courses help you get an edge over your competition and specialize in any given domain. These certificates or courses can be broken down into two segments. One segment being professional courses and second segment being value addition courses. Now, talking about professional courses or professional certificates, in India, the most famous three certificates out there are CA, CS and CMA, which are highly recommended to any given candidate. There's an option in your CAT application as well as B School application where you need to mention any professional certificate you have completed till date. So having completed or having a degree will always give you an edge over your competition. And now, talking about international courses such as CFA, FRM or CMA are also recommended to candidates. Now, there are very few business schools which actually acknowledge international certifications in their application, but the interview panelists are actually aware of the credibility that these courses have. One such B school in India is IIM Kozhikode, which actually gives you some extra brownie points for having CFA or FRM in your application. Now, let's address the value addition courses available under this domain. Now, to address the value addition part, there are multiple courses available on open platforms which you can pursue. The impact is not drastic, but the learnings can take you a long way ahead. Some of the courses which you can consider pursuing are NISM or NCFM offered by NSE India. NSE stands for National Stock Exchange of India. Then there is a course available on financial modeling offered by multiple institutes, and there is a long list of different courses available on open platforms such as LinkedIn Learning, Udemy and similar platforms. Now, some of the trending topics which you can consider pursuing under these certificate courses are blockchain, cryptocurrency, machine learning, artificial intelligence and others. Now, talking about our last segment in our list, work experience. Now, talking about work experience which you can gain during your college time, during a tenure of 3 years of your graduation, you should at least have 2 sets of work experiences, ideally one from the corporate and second one from a social initiative or an NGO. An additional activity which you can do is work under a research or a PhD fellow, where you can work as a research assistant. Now, why do you need work experience? Mainly for the skill development. Whatever theory you learn during your academics is best applied and tested on field. Now, if any one of you is interested in working with NGOs such as TAP, the Apprentice Project or Bhumi, please DM me on Instagram. I will connect you to the recruiting team of these NGOs and you can take it forward from there. These NGOs are doing some fantastic work in the field of affordable education and they would love to have some enthusiastic volunteers on board. Now, moving on, let's say you are someone who's a fresher or someone who doesn't have a work experience, that is completely fine. But make sure that you are completely thorough with the topics taught to you during your graduation. And on the other hand, let's say you're someone who's a working professional and has some experience, then make sure that your experience is ideally between 1 year and 3.5 years. If you have experience which is 4 years or more, ideally you should target Executive MBA or a PGP from ISB, which is Indian School of Business. Now that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. If so, please don't forget to press the like button, share this video with your friends and family, and especially with those who are at their initial stage of career. And the most important thing, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Please don't forget to press the bell icon as well to get notified every time I post another amazing video. Until next time, take care.